Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ngozi, the Joyful Cook. Today I'm going to share how to cook jollof rice for 2 to 4 people. We hit 50,000 subscribers. Yay! I'm so excited. I'll come to that in a minute. So we hit 50,000 subscribers and I was thinking of how well to celebrate this milestone because for now, at least, there's no way I can gift 50,000 of you. So I decided to share this recipe which had the most requests on my previous jollof rice recipe video, which I believe is a recipe that God used to bring us to 50,000 this fast. Early this year, I set a goal. I said if I hit 30,000 this year, it's going to be awesome, considering the fact that when I set that goal, I was around 6 or 7,000 subscribers was what I had at that time. And I was inconsistently consistent, off and on. I'm just so grateful for everyone that have supported this channel in one way or the other, whether you have subscribed, whether you have clicked the like button, whether you have shared my videos. I am so grateful. Thank you. To my sweet tins, madam, sweet Ajele. I mean, who doesn't know sweet Ajele on YouTube? You're on a very long tin then. Sweet Ajele, oh my God, this lady is kind. For the lack of words, she's too sweet. I mean, this lady will call me, Ngozi, do this. Our own masterclass is every day. Ngozi, change this. Try this to see if this will work. Constantly sharing ideas with me so I can grow. And just knowing that she genuinely wants to see me succeed is the best feeling ever. I'm telling you guys, she's kind. She's a true supporter. And I pray that God will bless you, sweet Ajeli, and send you your own helpers even before you call. In Jesus' name. To my darling, God's time, God's love. This lady is like a mother in a distant land. She will drop me comments like, Ngozi, I can see only one ad in this video. I can see only 2 ads. I mean, she really wants to see me make some money. I love you so much, my sister. Thank you. We are going to eat this YouTube money together. Amen. To my namesake, Ngozi of Ziki's World. Thank you so much for all your support. Life with Rosie, Bake with Chini, Auntie Shola of DN Vlog Live. Oh my goodness. There was a time, how did I even forget? There was a time she was having this, she put up on her Instagram stories that if you want her to review your channel, she could be of help for free. So she went into my channel, she told me what I was doing well, what I was not doing well. Thank you so much, ma. See, if I start calling names, we are going to sleep here today. We have jollof to cook. Okay? Just know that I appreciate every single one of you. And to my fellow upcoming YouTubers, don't even think of giving up. Don't be discouraged. Keep uploading. It takes one good video, really. It takes one video to get that traction to your channel. So keep uploading. Don't worry so much about how it's going to happen. Just know that it's going to happen and keep working towards it and it will happen. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate you. Let's go and start cooking jollof. Look at the time. See you guys. So for this jollof rice, I have all the ingredients prepped already. I'm going to leave them in the description box as well so you can check it out. So in here, I have 4 cups of the long grain parboiled rice. This is the cup, the standard measuring cup. That's what I used. I also have 500 grams of chicken. This is hard chicken. This seasoning here I'll use to cook the chicken. I have quarter-sized onion, this size of ginger, 1 garlic, 1 teaspoon of clove, 1 teaspoon of thyme, half teaspoon of curry powder, 1 seasoning cube, and half teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. This right here will be for the stew base. I have 1 plum tomatoes, 1 red onion, 2 red bell peppers. I have tomato paste. I'm going to use just 110 grams from this. I have half cup of corn oil, ginger and garlic, and 1 stick of butter. This we'll use towards the end of our cooking. This seasoning here I'll use to season the stew base. I have half teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of white pepper, half teaspoon of thyme, half teaspoon of smoked paprika, half teaspoon of curry powder, quarter teaspoon of salt or a pinch of salt, 1 seasoning cube, and bay leaf. So now let's start cooking. So first I'm going to start cooking the meat to get it stock. I'll slice in the onions. Grate in the garlic and ginger. I'll add the curry powder, thyme, cloves, and all-purpose seasoning. I'll add the chicken seasoning cube as well. I'll turn on the gas and let it cook for 5 to 7 minutes before I come and add water. This stage will allow the seasoning to penetrate into the chicken really well, so that when we add water to get our stock, the chicken is still tasty even after cooking. Cover and let it steam. While the meat is cooking, I'll go ahead and clean the peppers and take out the seeds from it. So, take out the seed from the pepper. Scotch bonnet pepper should be as much as you can tolerate. So this pepper is really hot. I'm gonna share that into two. Use half. This I'll fry in the hot oil before adding the blended peppers. Open the tin tomatoes. Some people wanted to see how I used to open tin tomatoes before my husband taught me to use the tin cutter. So that's why I'm using the knife. So I need 110 grams and I have 170 grams here. So I'm going to eyeball it. This should be it. And dissolve it with water as well, but it fries faster when it's like this in the hot oil. So back to the chicken. Look at all the juice that came out of the chicken on its own. So I'll add water now. So I'll cover it now and cook until the chicken is tender. So next I'm going to blend the peppers and the onion and the tomatoes as well. I bought this blender from Amazon. The last time I checked, it's no longer available, but I'm sure you'll find something similar. So I'll leave the link in the description box as well, so you can see if you can contact them or find something similar. Yeah. All done. So next I'm going to soak this rice with very hot water for 5 minutes before I wash it with salt. So washing my rice with salt is a practice I picked up from my grandma, and I used to see caterers in Nigeria do this as well. Now I think it makes sense that the salt will help scrape away some of the surface starch from the rice, and that in turn will help prevent clumping. Clumping is something that happens when your jollof rice has a lot of starch in it. Now, the popular way we all know how to remove starch from rice, which is still one of the best ways to get rid of starch in rice, is to parboil it first and then rinse it out before cooking with it. But when it comes to jollof rice, I'm being careful so I don't overcook the rice, because you're supposed to boil it until it is al dente, meaning it's still hard by the time you're to start cooking the jollof rice. And that happens really fast. Except you have done this over and over again, you may overcook the rice. One tip I will give though is to use kosher salt. Kosher salt has larger grains, and that can help you, take away more starch before it dissolves. I don't know the magic that happens, but trust me, it works. I use it all the time and it works. I'll check on the meat now. Once a fork can drive through it easily, it's cooked. So You can bake this in the oven or fry it. Then I'll sieve the stock. So there we have our stock. The rice have been soaking. The rice have been soaking for 5 minutes now. You can see some of the starch already coming off. So I'll add room temperature water. Add salt. And scrub. See? So I'll repeat this until the water runs clear. Look at that, looking parboiled. So I'm going to fry the chicken first. This is half cup of oil. I'm not frying the chicken so dry. I just want to make it brown. That's it. So I'm just going to brown this. So once it has browned a little, I'll take it off. I don't want it dry. So this is done. Next I'll fry the shallot. So I'll saute this for just 30 seconds. Then I'll add the tomato paste. At this point my gas is on the lowest so it does not burn. I'm going to keep stirring until all the sourness is gone from the tomato paste. So you know your tin tomato paste is ready when you taste and it starts to taste sweet. That's how you know it's ready. So this is ready. Next I'm going to pour in the blended pepper, tomatoes and onion. So I'll stir this in, cover it and let it fry for 15 minutes. Cover and let it fry on medium heat for 15 minutes. So this is 15 minutes later. At this point I'll add all the seasoning. So I'll stir this, cover it again and let it fry for another 10 minutes. So this is another 10 minutes later. See, the oil has started floating to the top. That's how you know it's ready. Oh, it's beginning to burn. So at this point, I'm going to take away some of the sauce and add it later. This one. Next, I'll add the washed rice. Stir. Then I'll add the meat stock. I'm adding everything. Add some water as well. What you want is for the water to be at the same, it's for the rice to be at the same level with the water. So I'll add more water. So the rice and the water should be at the same level. That's what you should be aiming for. We'll cover on medium heat. Alright, so 15 minutes into this, I'll check to see how it's doing, and it's doing really well. It's okay if it burns a little bit. So I'm not going to add any more water. I tasted and it's still very hard. So I'm going to cover with parchment paper so the steam can do the rest of the cooking. So this is another 20 minutes later. Ooh. Look at that. It's cooked already. Perfect. Ooh, looks delicious, and it does taste delicious. So I'm going to add the remaining stew now. That's the stew I scooped out earlier. I also sliced up half onions and tomatoes. Then I'll slice in half butter. This is unsalted butter. Now, yes, the butter is detectable in the rice, but not in a bad way. It adds a rich taste to the rice, and then it gives it some shine as well. So at this point, I'll cover again and let the butter melt for another 1 or 2 minutes, and I'll be back. 2 minutes later. Yes. So the butter have melted in already. Mix properly and our jollof is ready. This will serve more than 2 obviously. Okay, 2 maybe for 2 days. But 1 serving, this will go around for 4 persons. Yeah. So 2 to 4 people. Our jollof is ready. Let's taste it. Wow, so good. So I cubed the chicken. I'm going to pour that in, and it's ready. Oh. Turn off the heat, and it's ready.